So let's continue with Sonic Mania. Fantastic game so far, and we've only just begun. Again, this is a good period for people to drop out if they don't want to see the rest of this game. Because I'm 5 zones in, or 6 zones in. I did 5 already. I love that sprite. I love the one frame where his face looks super weird. Actually, I think I'm going to see if I can find that frame. Hang on a second. So if you don't know, like Sonic Mania's intro where Sonic pops out and he spins around, mid-spin, there's one frame that looks super funny. Sonic Mania. Weird face? I don't know if there's a name for this. Ah, here we go. That's literally the first result that popped up. Let me just download this real quick and put it in OBS. So yeah, like I said, while he's spinning, there's just like this really weird looking face that he does, and this is quite glorious. There it is. Like that's one frame of animation where he's spinning. Like it's just his nose just goes super bean shaped, and then he's just like. It looks like he's bewildered, like he's looking at something just off the screen that I don't think anyone wants to see. I'm guessing extras is where you open up your other... Oh right, okay. How do you use your peel out and shit? Because I unlocked peel out when I finished the game previously, or not finished, but just like when I stopped the session. I guess it's under controls. Nope. Yeah, so when you play the game for a bit, you unlock peel out and you unlock insta shield. I want to turn on peel out, but I don't know where that is. Hang on just a second. Yeah, I don't know what the peel out option is, but whatever, we'll just continue. Right, so now we're now going into Stardust Speedway. Like, we got a very brief look at this before we stopped the last time. By which I mean we saw the first screen and we heard the music for a bit. Ah, okay. Maybe it's in the options. Oops. I pressed the start button and the home button at the same time there. Right, well, let me check the options real quick. Well, I don't think it's under controls. It's not under controls. And obviously it's not under language. Well, hang on a second, I'm gonna have to ask my friend. You'll always want to press the start button before you press the home button. Sometimes it glitches out and won't work otherwise. Oh, okay. See, here's the thing with the Pro Controller, the Switch Pro Controller, because of the positioning in the buttons, sometimes my thumb ends up hitting both anyway. Well, it's not the first time I've done that, and it's not going to be the last. Yes, screw the peel out, let's just play it. So my first impressions of this game have been nothing but positive thus far. Maybe a tiny bit negative, but that's more to do with my incompetence with Blue Spheres. That's nothing I can really strike against the game. Like, if you haven't seen it yet, I suck fucking balls when it comes to Blue Spheres. I guess you could say I suck blue balls. I've been waiting all fucking day to crack out that joke, I apologise. So it's not my fucking best joke, and I know it, but I wanted to do it anyway. So yeah, this is a Sonic CD level, I recall. Oh. Sonic has created a good future. Future! Past! I can't do that fucking voice. That's pretty cool. So yeah, it's a remake of an old level, but they do add some new twists to it, so it's not like one-to-one. Although Act 1 is probably closer to the source material, I think Act 2 is where they really start to switch it up a bit. Oh yeah, that's right, I need to get rings to activate that minigame. I'm kind of wondering what the boss is going to be, knowing what the boss is in Sonic CD. That's going to be really interesting. Nobody tell me. Like, for people who've played this. I've been trying to be my best to keep myself spoiler free from playing this, like, from before this game came out. And for the couple of days that it had been out while I was waiting for Collector's Edition to arrive. Like, I had no idea about the boss in Chemical Plant Zone. And that boss kind of blew me away because I wasn't expecting it. It was like out of left field, that boss fight. Wait a minute, can I do peel it? No, right, okay. I thought it was just like something you could activate, like, you could manually activate, and I thought maybe it's already activated. So I have no idea. Maybe you have to start a new game to activate it. And I don't want to start a new game. At least not yet anyway. I'll probably do a separate playthrough as Knuckles. Because I wouldn't mind replaying the game a second time, see if I can find anything new. Waiting for that enemy to go to skedaddle. This is your first time looking at the game. I'm trying to angle that jump, but I don't think I can. Oh, okay. I guess I can do that. Oh, fuck no! Guess I can't do that. A lot of people tuned in to watch me play Sonic Mania last night, like I wasn't expecting that. Like, last night's stream got over 300 views, which is quite a high number for me. Gotta be 6 hits. I don't think it's the full 8 hits. Most mini bosses don't normally last that long. Damn. Yep, it was 6 hits. Yep, Stardust Speedway. Now for Act 2. Let's create a good future. Oh, we actually are creating a good future. Nice. So for people who are not familiar with Sonic CD, it has a very specific mechanic where you can go into the past, present or future. And by doing certain conditions, you can create a good future. So now this is Act 2 is the good future version of Stardust Speedway. So yeah, the past, present, future mechanic isn't actually in this game, but it was nice that they sort of decided to make the second one based off the good future. Also, this is a pretty swanky song. Oh, special stage. Let's see if I can get that. Like, I've got 4 Chaos Emeralds already, so we need to get another 3. Oh, don't go forward. Go back, go back, go back! Oh, that's right, I can make tails fly, that's right, I forgot. Fuck. Oh, no. Right, so don't jump up that way, because it's just going to force you upwards. Don't worry, I've got this. What's making me fall there? Like, I didn't... Maybe he's clipping against the wall, but I don't know what was going on there. Let's move over to the left a little bit. There we go. For some reason, he was just dropping Sonic. Like, I didn't actually tell him to do that. Oh, fuck, it's up there, isn't it? Hang on. It's not a well-hidden special ring, but it's an annoying one to get to. Ah, oh, fuck off. Right, we're gonna have to go back around again. This time I know what I'm supposed to do. That's the thing about Stardust Speedway, it's got a shit ton of boost pads, so it just kind of like keeps pushing you forward. So if you're not too careful, then you're just gonna go like too far. I'm gonna have to bring him up with me. Yeah, see how it tried to push me forward there? And if I just do that, there we go. That took me all of like, what, 2 minutes to get that fucking special ring? I'm gonna assume that if I get hit by those spike balls, I'll lose rings. Yeah. No, yeah. Ah, fuck. I'm trying my best. No. Fuck. I didn't even mean to get hit by those spike balls at the start. I just kind of swerved toward it by accident. I don't get another shot at that, do I? Nope. Ooh. Rockets! Oh! That's the first time I found 2 special stages in the same level. I'm just gonna go this way so I can increase max speed. Damn. Let me guess, you got it first time, Silver? Because I think you would have said that anyway. Right, time to go Mach 2. Oh, there's an indication to show you how far you are to the next Mach. Right, okay. When you're focusing on Sonic, you tend not to notice the HUD. Except when you're looking at the ring count. I didn't see the bar that fills the blue spheres fill up. Like, now I realise, like, the indication of when you start to fill that up. Oh. Take it you can't fall off the stage. At least I don't think that's possible. Not that I'm going to try, but I haven't seen it happen yet. Yeah, it seems a bit trickier than the previous special stage I've done up to this point. Like, I've done the first 4 yesterday. Oh, I guess you can't fall off because of those bumper walls. Oh, the rings. I was focusing on trying to catch up there, and I forgot about the rings. No, don't stop. Don't stop! Oh, fuck. Right, well, I doubt there's another special ring in this level, so we'll just have to move on. I don't know if you can, like, revisit old levels to get the remaining Chaos Emeralds, like in Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Probably not, but if I can, at least I know where to go. Rockets! So I couldn't resist. I'm playing a Sonic game where you're fucking flying in the air with a rocket, how can I not say that? Oh, I thought it was a spring. Loving this version of the Stardust Speedway music. I'm trying to get into that cache of rings. Cache? I'm trying to get into the cache of rings, sorry. There we go. I think we're approaching the boss. So, is this invincibility music from an existing Sonic game? Because it doesn't sound familiar to me. I don't know if it's specifically for Mania or if it's from like a different Sonic game. Because the extra life jingle is from Sonic 3. Oh, here we go. Boss time. Yep, big surprise it's Metal Sonic. Or is it? Yep, it's Metal Sonic. Peel out would have been really good for this point. So I don't think it's so much a race this time as we've just got to keep running. Oh fuck, it's Robot Sonic from the Game Gear game. I bet only like 2 people fucking know what that is. But I've played the Game Gear game, or Master System game. I had the Game Gear version of it when I was younger. But it's essentially the same thing, just with a smaller screen. That's a pretty obscure reference, but that's a pretty cool thing to put in there. It's even got the Game Gear sound effects, that's awesome. Oh, wait a second. Oh, right, okay, that's what you're supposed to do. I was beginning to think, wait a minute, I'm not hitting him. Not quite. Yeah, you need to bounce him into Metal Sonic. Easier said than done. Oh, fuck. I haven't quite figured out the angle to knock him up. The first one was kind of a fluke. Oh, you can... okay. I think you can juggle him after you hit him the first time. So how many people here have played Sonic 2 for the Game Gear / Master System? Like, that's an interesting game. It's not a terrible game, but the Game Gear version really suffers from a small screen. The first boss is next to impossible with a small screen. I'm not doing really good. Maybe I'll show you that game sometime. Maybe I'll crack out Sonic Adventure Deluxe and show you some of the Game Gear games. There we go. I mean, that's how many hits now, too? Fuck! Oh, right, the time limit, fuck! I didn't realise the time limit was back. See, I'm conditioned to the modern Sonic games where you can play up to like 99 minutes. But in this game it's going back to basics, so if you spend longer than 10 minutes you're dead. I only died because I'm getting a feel for like how to bounce him into Metal Sonic, but now this time I think I'm ready. I honestly didn't realise that there was a time limit running out. For anyone that was paying attention, was the time word flashing? Like, the word time, was that flashing on the final minute? Because that's usually how that indicates that you're running out of time. But yeah, I wasn't looking up there, I didn't realise. How did I get past this part the first time without getting hit? Brian Acosta, thank you very much for subscribing on the YouTube channel. Hope you're enjoying it so far. Right, let's do this again. Shit. It's hard to tell if he's going to do like a straight spin forward or if he's going to do a jump spin. Oh, come on now. That laser attack made it so that I couldn't quite reach him. It wasn't flashing. Yeah, because in Sonic 2, and I think Sonic 3 as well, between 8 minutes and 8 minutes 59, the time word would flash. just to give you a heads up that, hey, you're running out of time, you've got 60 seconds left. Seems like something could be easily patched in if it's not there now. God damn it, Tails. Thanks. Yeah, if you hit him on the side like that, you can't juggle him. I'm trying to hit him from underneath. Why I chose the name MeleeKirby, it's a long story, but the shortest version of it is I like Kirby, and I was once really into Smash Bros. Melee, so I just kind of like took a bit from each, and there you go. Yeah, I'm actually struggling with this because I can't get a feel for how to push him upwards. Like, every time I think I'm in a good position, Metal Sonic fires and it upsets the whole attempt. Right, this is a good spot. And I missed tremendously. There we go. Right, I think I understand his pattern now. Oh, I could have gotten that there. Too early. See, I thought his attack was random, but it's actually following the same pattern. Like, he does a spin dash jump, then he dashes to the other side, and then he does a spin dash forward, and then a jump. Oh, thanks, Tails, for pulling that off. It says me he's going to jump. There we go. Ah! There we go. Finally, 4 minutes. Oh, is it not over yet? Damn. So let's just say that me dying to the timer doesn't count for dying against the boss. Because technically speaking, the boss wasn't what finished me off. I mean, to be fair, I did spend about half of my time trying to get those special rings. Bounce pad! Oh shit, 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 shit! I thought I had to hit him there. Whoa, that background effect. Them polygons. That's a very Sega Saturn thing. Fuck. Oh look, Tails has actually been useful for once. At least all the rings are gathered next to the spikes, so it's not a total loss. And he's dead. Finally. That was quite a long boss fight. I mean, it wasn't really, it just took me like fucking forever to do the first part. Ooh, Hydrosay. I like this one. Fancy that, a water level I actually enjoy. I've never been a fan of water levels in Sonic games, but I think Hydrosay might be the exception. So that's a good choice for a remake. Like Labyrinth Zone can go fuck itself, but this is a good one. Not to mention the music's kick-ass. I mean, it's composed by Michael Jackson, what do you expect? Like, that's still like a topic of debate, like, did Michael Jackson compose the music or not? Like, I'm in the camp that believes that, yeah, he did compose the music, because it's just, I think it's way too good for it not to be. Like, compare this music to Sonic and Knuckles, like, just the levels in Sonic and Knuckles, and then compare it to Sonic 1 and Sonic 2 music. Like, they're all great songs, but this has got a much more, like, funky tone to it. And I don't think that's a coincidence. There's a very good chance that he had a hand in, like, making the songs for this game. But he wanted, apparently, like, assuming that it's true that he did make the music for this game, apparently he didn't want his name credited in the credits because he wasn't happy with the quality of the sound chip. The FM synthesizer, rather. That combined with, like, the whole, you know, the controversy, I guess Sega was like, okay, we'll just take his name out, and nobody will ever have to know. Shit. Now that's the part of the water level I hate, when you're, when you're out of air, or about to drown. But there is evidence that he did, like, work on the music in this game. Like, there's sound samples that have been, like, from his previous, like, albums and stuff. Like, there's a whole video on it. Like, Carnival Night Zone, there's, like, a glass smashing sound effect that's from one of his... Fuck, I don't remember the name of the album, but there's, like, a glass smashing sound, and that's in one of his songs. In one of his albums. And if you compare that to, like, the sound effect in the game, it's obviously been sampled from it. Right, so what's the deal with these? But there's a really good YouTube video that, like, I think it's like a 40-minute video that goes into details about the whole... I think it's just called The History of Sonic 3 and Michael Jackson. It's something like that. Just look it up on YouTube and you'll probably find it. And it goes into detail about, like, the ins and outs of, like, what went on and the interviews that happened since then, like what some devs had said and what some people didn't say. It's a really good informative video. I would recommend checking that out if you want to learn more about that. I haven't done the blue spheres in a while, I'll need to get more rings. Oh look, it's the Eggmans. Oh fuck. Aw, I wanted that bubble. He died anyway. Nope. Whatever. No, fuck. Damn it. Alright, I'll see you later, Byron. Thanks for subscribing. Hope you enjoy the content later on. So, hopefully next time, for people wondering, I'll do Kingdom Hearts. Like I mentioned earlier, that I fixed the problem that I was having with it, but I wasn't feeling the mood to play it tonight, so if not next time, very soon I'll pick that back up again. There we go. Oh, this is interesting. We're using one of his fucking boss robots from Sonic 3. Wait, how'd that drop? Oh, okay. Right, I get it. Okay, this is cool, I like this. So I'm trying to pick him up, but not the bombs. Shit. There we go. So we're actually physically damaging Eggman this time. I know I keep saying Eggman, I'm kinda used to that. Dr. Robotnik. Yeah, it's role reversal, that's also a way to put it. So yeah, the robot I'm using right now, like the vehicle, is one of the boss fights from Sonic 3 and Knuckles. So this time we actually get to control it. Oh, you press down to drop that, right? Okay, I guess you use that to get rid of the bombs. That's awesome, I like that one. This game is full of surprises. It's full of surprises in the best possible way. Right, Act 2. But yeah, Sonic 3 Knuckles was meant to be one whole game, but due to like developer time constraints, they're like, you know what, let's split it up into 2 games. Like, cause it was going to be twice as big as Sonic 2 anyway, so it was like, let's just do the first half and then let's make the second half and release it a year later. So when you take that into consideration, again, compare the songs between Sonic 3 and Sonic 3 Knuckles, like, the styles are completely different. Yep, we finally murdered Robotnik. Ah. I need to find a special stage. Oh fuck, I thought it was water, like air up there. Okay, good. Tails meanwhile is about to drown. Oh, never mind. There he is. first boss feels in a while. Yeah, just keep in mind I suck at boss feels. Like, that's going to become extremely apparent in like a matter of moments. Ah! Told you. How many did I have left there? I wasn't looking at the number. Just out of curiosity. Yeah, completing all the blue spheres levels is going to be difficult. Thankfully that's not how you get Chaos Emeralds in this game, so it's not that big of a deal. Up. You can get the special stages again, but you've got to beat the game first. Which ones? The ones with the big rings? I love it when you go so fast you just outrun the camera. Like, I don't think that was... Hang on a second, is there a secret over here? Like, when you go so fast that you outrun the camera, I don't think that was meant to be... I don't think it was designed to be like that. I don't think it was like a... Fuck, what's the word? Or phrase? I don't think that was something that was, like, made with the design in mind. Like, I don't think that was supposed to happen. But the fact that it does happen, it ended up becoming a feature. Just to emphasize... So, excuse me. Just to emphasize how quickly you are going. Because in a good platformer, a camera's supposed to keep up with the player. But in this case, it's supposed to be just to make you feel like you're going extremely quickly. But if you're going like off the screen and you can't see where you're going, you can just like roll into a ball, and 9 times out of 10 you'll be fine anyway. Like, usually when you go so fast that you outrun the camera, it's usually a very safe spot in the level, where there's not like any pitfalls or shit. Right, here we go. Yeah, the big rings. Right, that's fine. Big rings over the road racing. Oh, okay. Oh! I pressed jump slightly too early there. I wanted to bounce forward and then jump. Oh, it was intentional? Yeah, I thought it wasn't intentional, and then it ended up becoming intentional. Because you know that saying, it's not a bug, it's a feature. I'll give you an example of something that wasn't intentional and then ended up becoming its thing. The combos in Street Fighter 2. Because people realised that you could like do combos and like juggles and shit like that in Sonic 2. Street Fighter 2, sorry. And then after they did that, they ended up making subsequent Street Fighter games with like combos in the mechanics, like with a greater emphasis on being able to do that. Don't know why I did that. Oh. Saved. I turned too late there. Oh well. Don't expect me to get any more Blue Spheres levels, by the way. It's got to the point where I'm seeing all the really difficult ones. Or most of. Oh, hi, Robotnik. This is a pretty cool idea for a boss fight with like a constantly scrolling screen. Oh. So with all the remakes and the callbacks to previous games, I'm wondering if this is Sega's way of apologising for not making an iOS and like Android port of like Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Like, because after Sonic 1, Sonic 2 and Sonic CD, people kept asking where's Sonic 3 and Knuckles. And of course they haven't done anything with that. Oh, this arena looks familiar. Yep. Mini-boss from Sonic 3 has been upgraded to boss status. I got this. So I'm wondering if that's just kind of their way of apologising for not doing that, but they gave us something that's just as good, if not better, because it's got new content. But it's got a lot of Sonic 3 as well as other Sonic callbacks. I mean, maybe with this engine they could easily recreate Sonic 3 and then just in like a year. But why recreate an old game when you can make new ones like this, where it's just full of surprises? Mirage Saloon. Right, so, oh, hi Knuckles. There's one of the egg robos. Shit. Crap. I thought it was like a cutscene there, so I wasn't prepared to move around, and then I realised, oh wait. Oh, he knocked Knuckles off, didn't see that. Unlike Sonic, he doesn't chuckle. Not when he's falling off a plane. Oh no! Oh, those are spikes? I think. So this is basically Sky Chase if it was desert flavoured. Yep, poor Knuckles. So I'm guessing Act 2 is going to be more platforming. I like that the turtles from Sky Chase have become armadillos in this one. Like, that's a cute, like, touch. Oh. All aboard the Eggman Express. Was that a fucking gigantic pistol at the front there? Now I've got to get there now. A minute, what's over yonder? Special stage. Got to get in there. Nice. Right, I think this time I'll get it. Third time's the charm. Steering in midair can be a little bit hard when you're trying to get those rings. Fuck! Not gonna read the chat, I need to focus. Rings, please? No! I was focusing too much on the spheres. Oh, right, there's a spring that takes you back out. Right, let's get to that pistol, or whatever that was at the front. Oh, nice elemental shield. Haven't seen one of those in a while. I'm gonna punish myself, because why not? God, there is a lot of blue spheres in this one. Speed up incoming, there it is. Yay, first one I beat in a while. How many did I fucking fail before I did that? I think I must have like failed at least 10 of them. Yep, that is a pistol. Oh look, he's orange now. And now for my next trick! What are those guys called again? Caterpillars? Yeah, I see the weakness. Oh shit. Goodbye, elemental shield. Oh. Well, this is going to suck. If I get hit again, that ring's going to be gone. Got it. Kinda hard to judge that because of the... Like, it's kinda hard to judge the depth from the sprites moving back and forth like that. There we go. Fuck. Right, so you jump just as he jumps out. Too late. There we go. That wasn't too bad. Oops. Right, I'll tell you why I did that, and I was going to say this before I did it. Like, I was going to say, could you do this? But in Sonic 2, if you spin dash fast enough, you can actually fall off the plane. Turns out they left that in. That's cool. Like, it's annoying, but it's cool that they left that in, because I think they knew that. Again, I don't know if that was like an intentional design choice in the original game, but I think they deliberately left that in for this game. Like, this boss isn't even that difficult, so I'm not really upset by that. I just wanted to see. I was genuinely curious. Nice, you can get 2 hits in when he does that. Right, there we go. Oh, it landed on his head. I was wondering where that was going. Oh, hi, Knack. So how about all those Sonic games and the fact that you've not been in one for 2 decades? Of all the Sonic cameos, I wasn't expecting Knack to show up. That's kinda cool. Knack the Weasel. One of the many obscure Sonic characters that sadly sort of went away. Meanwhile, we still fucking have Froggy! And it's no use! It would be kinda cool if they brought Knack back for like a proper 3D game. But this is good enough. Oh. Okay, well I guess that's gone forever then. Speaking of cameos, Bean the Duck, who I think only appeared in one game, Sonic the Fighters. He may have appeared elsewhere, but that's the game I know that he's from. The walls, they have eyes. Yeah, there's a Knack poster. I'm wondering if these posters are a callback to Sonic Generations, which did the exact same thing. Like in City Escape, you see posters for like him, Bean the Duck, and Mighty the Armadillo. That was the other one. And I think I can't remember its name. It's like a squirrel from one of the Sonic arcade games. Wait a minute, who was that? Oh, yeah, also there's the polar bear. I forgot his name. I'm tempted to say Ice the Bear, but that's probably not the right name. Oh, don't go that way. Ah, you suck. Ouch. This is a pretty good level, actually. I like this one. Wasn't too crazy about Act 1 because it's like Sky Chase. Like, not to say Sky Chase sucks. I'm just more into like the platforming action. I guess it makes sense to have Knack the Weasel show up here because this is a very more Western themed level. Because he does seem like an outlaw, sort of. An outlaw archetype. Oh, there he is. Oh, so it's not really Knack the Weasel, it's just an illusion. Oh, well, I guess he continues being MIA. There's Bean the Duck. Has Bean the Duck been in a 2D Sonic game of any capacity? Because I actually don't know. What's his name again? The bear? One thing that's kinda cool is that when you fight bosses with no walls, there's still a wall just off the screen so that rings can bounce backwards. So if you see like your last ring bouncing away from you, like off the screen, there's still a chance it will come back, which is neat. It's not much, but that is a thing in this game. Right, where to next? Oh, is that Launch pad zone? Launch site zone? Oh no, that's Oil Ocean. I would say this might be my favourite Sonic 2 level, actually. It would be between this and... what was the other one I really liked? I can't remember, actually. But I do enjoy this one a lot. Might be Mystic Caves, actually. I would say Mystic Caves is actually more iconic as far as the... as far as Sonic 2 is concerned. Oh shit! We're burning up the fucking place with the fire. That's pretty cool. See, it's little things like that, they add little new additions to it that make you go, oh, that's cool. Oh crap. I thought I saw a gap in between those two. Even if I turned there in time, I would have turned into the other one anyway. And I would have had to jump at the right moment, which I probably would have fucked up. Like I said, I'm not good at bow spheres. Oh, okay, I was wondering what the fuck's in there. Guess I can't go down that way. Let's go around then. At least we're not going to burn up the whole place now. Burn to the grounds! Burn! Do you know what was kind of a cool game, and a lot of people don't talk about this game? Sonic Generations for the 3DS. I don't know why, but that game is actually... I don't think the physics are one-to-one, kind of like Sonic 4, but I remember enjoying that game, but a lot of people don't seem to talk about that one. I mean, I've got a 3DS capture device, maybe I could stream that at some point. That's probably something I could do in like a session or two. But yeah, it's basically just more Sonic Generations, except it tailors to like the 2D gameplay, and it's got like new like in Sonic Generations, all the levels are like remakes of like levels from old games. Well, not remakes, but like they're themed to the old zones from old games across Sonic's history. But in this one, it's got some stages from the console counterpart, but it's also got mostly new zones that are not in that. So Mushroom Hill Zone from Sonic and Knuckles, that's one of the ones that's in that game, which is one of my favourite Sonic 3 and Knuckles or Sonic and Knuckles levels. I've clicked a bit of rings, so I think I should be fine. I'll just click anything that happens to be in the way. Nice. I didn't mean to angle it like that! Fuck! I was gonna say I didn't mean to angle that bounce to get those bow spheres there, but it just happened. And then that just happened. Fucking hell. Yeah, that special stage is not easy. I mean, it's not difficult, but one small mistake and then it's just a chain reaction. Like, the special stage in the Blue Spheres minigame is the most you're going to see me getting salty in this game. Oh fuck. Okay then, we're good. We good. Maybe at some point in the future Sega will do like a Sonic Maker, because that would be kinda cool. Hello, who are you? Oh shit, oh shit. See, I didn't fucking know where the spikes were, so I had no way of knowing that the first time. Now I know the middle part's the safe part. See, would anyone be interested if I was to stream Sonic Generations for the 3DS? I could have finished him off there really fast if I timed that just right. Yeah, maybe I'll do. Oh, there we go. That's the first time I've actually got a monitor bonus from that. I still don't know what the trick is to doing that, like to how to get the monitors. Right, welcome to Act 2, and it looks very different. As long as I've got the fire shield, I can't take damage from that. Looks like this level's going to give you plenty of fire shields as well. It's like that one level in Sonic after the sequel, I think it's after, where you need fire shields to go through the whole level and it just gives you them in abundance. So the first Oil Ocean music already had a bit of an Arabian theme to it, but this has got a bit even more of an Arabian feel to it. It almost sounds like a shanty song, like from a shanty game. Oh, no thanks. Yeah, don't tell me. Oh, fuck. I know the whole gimmick is meant to be like the place is on fire and there's like up in smoke and everything, but that is kind of annoying, being unable to see there until you hit the switch. And that's not the first time 2D Sonic has done that, it's just not my favourite gimmick. Like Sonic 3 and Knuckles did that. Just literally trailblazing. Oh fuck. And then that gets rid of it. Oh, so that sound effect sounds familiar. I think that's the sound effect you hear when you finish blue spheres, like when you clear the rest of the blue spheres. And you just hear all the remaining spheres just fly away. Yeah, that's what that sound effect is. Nice. I spy a special stage. Nice. Not sure if I was supposed to go up that way to get to it. I thought I was supposed to come down the other way. But that works. Right, 4th time's the charm, 5th time's the charm. How many times have I done this now? I'm thinking 4. So yeah, Resident Evil Revelations, like the first one, is coming out again. Like, here's the thing with Capcom. they seem to be really trigger happy when it comes to porting games. Because we had Resident Evil Revelations for the 3DS, and then it came out to HD consoles last generation, which is understandable. It's like a HD version, like it's taking advantage of the hardware to give you better graphics, run at 60 FPS, etc. But now, a generation later, they're porting the same game again, and it is a little bit annoying because it's like, can you not make new games, Capcom? Like, where's the new games? Where's the next Resident Evil Revelations or whatever? Like, where's Resident Evil 2 Remake? Like, forget about ports, what about that? But anyway, I digress. I think I might get Revelations when it comes out for the Switch, but I don't know when the Switch version comes out. The Xbox One and PS4 ports come out the end of this month, I think, so I'm not going to be getting that. But I wouldn't mind buying it on the Switch. Again, just for the portability, because that would be kind of cool to have a high definition... Oh fuck, I wasn't paying attention to the rings. It would be nice to get a high definition version of that game that you can play on the go. Not to mention Revelations 2. That would be the first time you see that on a Nintendo platform, I think. Unless it was on the Wii U, I don't remember. I know the first one was on the Wii U. Let me pause that for a quick second, I need to check something. Right, okay. Right, now here's the thing about streaming and playing a game at the same time, and I don't expect you to know this, Silver, because I don't think you've done this. But when you get intensely into a topic, your brain goes into autopilot mode and you tend to just do things without thinking. So I didn't think to check the whatchamacalled, the ramps. So if you're wondering why didn't you do that, that's why. I was too deep into topic there. Oh shit. Okay, well I've kind of fucked myself up. That was kind of cool. Very short boss fight, but that was kind of cool. That was probably the shortest boss, like, the shortest Act 2 boss we've seen so far. Or I just got lucky. Oh, here we go. Lava Race Zone. A zone you see at the very tail end of Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Right, so I think I'm going to make this the last zone for the night. I'll do Acts 1 and 2 and then I'll call it. Yeah, Tails might have helped me with that boss, actually. I think I got a few extra hits in. See, that's the cool thing about Tails. Sometimes you'll get like extra shots in general. But usually Tails can fuck you up as well. Like there's an equal chance that it'll mess you up as well as help you in a fight. Oh, wrong way. Well, technically not spoilers, please don't say anything regarding to what's coming up, because I like to stay surprised in that regard. Oh look, it's the digging robot from Sonic 3, but I don't remember which level. I think it was... What was it again? Like, I know the level, I don't remember the level's name. Something Hill? I don't know. Oh. keep out. Nope. So I think I'm running out of topics now at this point, so I think after this zone I'm just going to call it and then we can continue again tomorrow or whenever our next stream. Might take a day off tomorrow and do some other stuff. Haven't been that productive this week. We'll see. Right, get ready for more salt. Once again, when I do stuff like this, I'm not going to talk as much, and I'm not going to be reading the chat, because both of those things are a detriment to my concentration when I'm playing this. Especially when it starts to speed up and you've really got to focus. I'll try to say little things in between. But yeah, that's why. Oh shit! Turned a little bit too soon there. Fuck. I almost had that. I think that was like the last few there. Like that little area. Even when you're concentrating, the speed can kind of throw you off. It's like you try to anticipate it and then you do it too early. Or you don't anticipate it and you press it too slow. You're too slow! Yeah, gotta go fast, yeah! Wait, pass, cool! I wish I could do fucking Vinny's Sonic voice, like, it's amazing when he does that. Just go on YouTube and look up Vinny Vinesauce Sonic voice, and you'll probably find like a compilation or something of him doing it. Ow. You bastard. Oh, nice. Oh, fuck. Yeah, because this is like the third last level in Sonic 3 and Knuckles, as I recall. Like, so it's this, and then Sky Sanctuary, and then Death Egg. Oh, that digging robot looks a little bit more swollen than I remember. Does that destroy that? Oh, right. Right, so we need to hit him. We need to make him hit the rocks so that it overheats, and then we can damage it. Fuck. That's another thing with Tails, it gives you a chance to grab the rings if you miss it. I love the Act 2 music. If it's the Act music, I think it is. So I think it's more like Hidden Palace Zone. I think that's what comes next. Yep. So, without saying anything, MSP, like, just tell me yes or no, have you beaten this game? Let me see what's up here. Might be a special stage ring. Well, I really need to get those last few Chaos Emeralds. I don't think I'm going to get them, but they usually end up in the top half of the level. Yes, you have. Well, without telling me how many levels specifically, do you think I should save the rest of this game for next time and it would be like a decent size like session? Because I don't want to like the next session to be like 30 minutes. Because I don't know how long the game is, but I don't want to know how many levels there is, like if that makes sense. Because I'm guessing I'm coming up toward the end of the game, I just don't know how much longer I've got. So I might just stop after this act and I can do the rest next time. Even if it's a shorter session, save it for next time. Do you think I should stop here then, not bother with this act and then just do it next time? Let me do this Bliss Fields real quick. Boing. Oh, why did I do... Why do I do these disgusting things? Whatever. Right, so I guess I'll finish this zone and then we'll just save it and save the rest for next time. Or finish this act, rather. Like, if it's more than 2 acts, we'll stop after this one. Right, let's continue decimating the terrible track records of the success rate in Bluespheres. Oh. No, thank you. There we go. Oh. Oh, I get it. Then you jump. Okay. That part kind of confused me there, but I understand now. Oh. Okay then. I saw more than one blue sphere left, but apparently that was enough. Hooray! That's like the least enthusiastic I've been to actually winning that, just because I wasn't expecting it, and also because of how many times I've been failing at it. Oh shit! Just fucking crushed him. Need to keep going so that this doesn't fall. I'll probably end up replaying the entire game again anyway as Knuckles. Because you can't have a Sonic game without Knuckles. So like I said, while the Capcom sale is on, like I said this earlier, I'll probably buy the Disney Afternoon Collection, and then I'll do an impromptu stream of DuckTales NES and DuckTales 2 NES, and maybe a couple of other games. Oh right, I thought that was a dead end, it's not. See this green line here, I thought that was a physical wall, but it's just like a tunnel. Like a tunnel door. And I might also think about doing some of the Game Gear Sonic games just to show you what it's like. Because there are some good games and there are some interesting Game Gear games, like in terms of the platformer ones. I'm not going to play Sonic Labyrinth for anyone wondering. Like that game's... yeah, that game's too bad. It's too awful. Even for me. Oh, come on. Why you gotta be like that? Oh, there we go. Yeah, the Resident Evil games are on sale as well. Anything Capcom. So the Disney Afternoon Collection, and I think I might pick up... What was it again? Marvel vs. Capcom 3 Ultimate. Hello, what's this? Oh fuck, it's the Neg Robo. Yay! Oh, nice. Look at the fucking face on that Molebug, like it looks pissed. It looks like it's absolutely lunatic. Well, later. Yeah, it's on Steam. It's been on Steam for about a year. I think that's also 50% off, or somewhere about that. So next up is Metallic Madness. We'll save the rest of this for next time. So this has been shaping up to be a really fantastic game so far, and I can't wait to finish it off. Although, I say finish off, but we'll be doing another playthrough of it, I guess, afterwards, at some point with Knuckles. But there's still a ways to go. So let me see if I can figure out real quick how to access the... Like, 'cause it said that unlocked the peel out and the whatchamacallit, the peel out and the insta shield, but I have no fucking idea how you turn them on. Yeah, of course that's not an option. I mean, I'm probably going to look this up off stream anyway, so it doesn't really matter that much. You just came back. Are we saying goodbye? Yep, I'm about to wrap up. I was just checking to see where that option was to turn on insta shield and shit. But that's fine, we don't need to do that. I don't think they've patched the game yet, by the way, like for people wondering if the Switch version got a patch to fix the home button menu. I don't think a patch exists yet, but it'll probably come out fairly soon.